Here comes Glenwood, Russell County.
The team is delivering gig speed internet to 100% of our network. But should you get a gig? Well, if you want to download an album in a blink, video conference in 4K, make virtual...
Here comes Glenwood, Russell County.
The team is delivering gig speed internet to...
Bi-City Towing is now under new ownership.
If you're in the market for any backyard structures,
there's regular wipe.
Bi-City Towing is now
if you're in the market for any backyard structures, shop McGuire's Build.
Good evening, everyone. If you could please rise as we get ready for a prayer and the playing of the national anthem. As we stand, I would like to take and pause for a moment of silence for the passing of Mr. Johnny Dudley. Mr. Dudley was a great contributor to Glenwood School through the years, which includes donating the land in which the school resides today. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Dudley family.
Let us pray. Father, Lord, we thank you for this beautiful weather you've given us tonight, Lord, as we gather here to enjoy this football game, Father. We just pray for your hedge of protection over the student athletes tonight, Lord, as they compete. Lord, we just pray for a great competitive game, Lord, and great sportsmanship between both teams, Lord. We thank you for all of those that have supported these student athletes, Lord, from the administrators, the coaches, and team managers, the officials, Lord. We thank you for all of those who have poured into these student athletes, Lord. Lord, just be with us as we go home tonight, Lord. May you be honored and praised tonight through this game. In Jesus' name I pray.
see. It's not on. Good evening. Weekend Friday night of Glenwood High School football. Tonight we have Glenwood's first region game. It'll be the Glenwood School versus Fort Dale Academy out of Greenville. Fort Dale is currently 1-1 on the year. They've lost their first game against Crenshaw Academy and then won last week very impressively against Hooper 45-14. So we know for sure they're able to put points on the board. Meanwhile, Glenwood played two very established Columbus schools. These schools, they played them for the first time. They lost to Pacelli at Pacelli. That team was absolutely a playoff team, while as Brookstone was also a playoff team. That game was much, much closer. And my partner tonight, Jonathan, was helped me with that game. And Jonathan will tell you right away that game could have gone the way of the Gators. The final on that game was 25-23 Brookstone.
It absolutely was. Last week, the Glenwood Gators struggled a little bit to find the end zone in the first half, going into the half with a 9-point deficit, before coming out in the third quarter, recovering a onside kick to start the half, and finding the end zone early. After trading touchdowns and finding a few scores here and there, the Gators missed a 2-point conversion and were down by 2, 25-23. And after a few Cougars were able to kneel out the clock. But we saw a few fantastic plays, not just through the air, but the Glenwood Gators found a lot of real momentum on the ground, running the football, not just with their running backs of Burton and Banks, but also their quarterback, Crow, who showed that he can not only throw it, but run it too, and he's really been a dynamic player so far through 2 games for the Gators.
I agree with you, and Dallas was the starting quarterback last year, and I think that's a big help to them. Banks was a hoss. There's no other way to say it. He had 158 yards rushing. But the main thing was that they were also able to move the ball on the ground. And Mason McCrane picked up his first touchdown pass as a Gator in that game, and that was truly a big-time play. One of the things that they're getting ready right now, the team's captains are going on the field, getting ready for the coin toss. Glenwood has 4 players up. Those players are Aaron Burton, number 3, number 21, Christian Beck, number 14, Jackson Oakland, and number 23, don't know, he's not listed. Now for Fort Dale, lining up for we'll find out who 23 is.
Jackson Oakland. Number 21, Christian Beck.
Sounded like you said that number 23
Jackson Davis.
Jackson
It's
Davis.
Jackson Davis. Well, Jackson Davis, welcome to Glenwood. I did not know. We'll now know who is wearing number 23. Number 23 for Fort Dale is also, and that's Parker McNeil. He's a tight end and a linebacker, and I understand he is a good player. In addition, they have number 3, and number 3 is Owen McNeil. The other captain is number 16. Is that 16, Jonathan? Or no, it's 50, I can't see, but 55, Brody Stringer. He's their big senior offensive lineman, and I cannot see the number of the other guy, but they are about to do the coin toss, and we'll find out who will be collecting the kick. Both
We've
teams.
got 72 out there.
Is it
Asher Young? Yeah, the offensive lineman and defensive lineman.
Okay, yeah, he's a young sophomore. Both teams have I guess they call it the line for the players to run through to get a little bit of excitement for the game. So both the Glenwood Gators have plenty of folks out there on the field, and then Fort Dale, the Eagles, have their share of folks too. So they're getting ready to go out. They had the coin toss, and Fort Dale won the toss. They have deferred. So that means that the Gators will take the kickoff. So it'll be interesting. We'll get to see just exactly how Glenwood's going to do on offense. Okay, Jonathan, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right, we've got about 4.5 minutes left until we kick this game off tonight. And here comes Fort Dale onto the field, looking pumped up and ready to go for another fantastic night of high school football here at the Swamp, as the home crowd gets ready to see the Glenwood Gators bust through that sign and hopefully win their first game, not only of the region, but of the season. And here come the Glenwood Gators.
Well, we'll have to say for sure there's a lot of enthusiasm for Glenwood, for a team that hadn't won a game yet. You've got to admit that they really do come out to support their team. So,
Absolutely. Nothing like Friday Night Lights, isn't that right?
of course, the lights aren't taking too much effect right now, but they will later before this game is over. The weather, there was actually supposed to be a chance of rain, but it doesn't look like rain here.
Not at all.
And the temperature is warm, but not too warm, so that's a good thing, and that will certainly be helpful for these guys. We've seen both these teams, I'm sure, will appreciate not having to worry about cramping and dehydration.
Absolutely. Last week, cramps were a big deal. It was hot, it was muggy, it was raining, legs were twisting as they were slipping and sliding across the field in places. Had to take a lot of breaks here and there, not just for heat, but also for cramps and injuries and things like that. So hopefully it won't be plaguing the teams tonight. But here comes the kickoff.
I understand they are going to have heat timeouts. Yes. Here we go. Ball's at the 20.
And there he goes. He cuts down to the home sideline. That's number 15, Jackson Milam. And he's going to take it all the way down to the 20, and that's going to be an opening kickoff return for a touchdown for the Glenwood Gators. That was an 80-yard kickoff return, and what a way to get the night started off right for the Glenwood Gators.
Well, I tell you what, Jackson started the kickoffs, and I think they had a little discussion with him after the first game with Pacelli to do not run sideways, go north to south. And I think Mr. Milam has shown that he's learned that. That was an excellent run, excellent run. So right off the bat, Glenwood has got a touchdown without even running a play, which is interesting because that's what Fort Dale did last week. They ran the opening kickoff back for a touchdown against Hooper. So now they know how it feels when they do.
Yeah, I would say so.
I think the extra point's probably Griffin Montroy. He's their regular kicker.
Had a great game last week. And it's good. So with 11 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first quarter, after exactly 7 seconds running off the clock, the Gators have taken a 7-0 lead.
That was
Beam is delivering gig speed internet to 100% of our network. But should you get a gig? Well, if you want to download an album in a blink, video conference in 4K, make virtual reality more real, power all of your home smart devices at the same time, and still have bandwidth to stream everything without buffering, then yeah, you gotta get a gig. So call, click, or visit and get it. Because when you gotta get a gig, you gotta go with Beam. Bringing East Alabama more.
All right, we're getting ready for the second kickoff. Well, that was an exciting play for the Glenwood Gators, I have to say.
Absolutely. What a way to get the home crowd fired up early on in the game.
And this is an important game because it is a region contest for both teams. Their first region contest for both.
Here we go. A nice kick, a little low, but a line drive recovered by number 2.
At the 5.
At the 5-yard line. There is a flag on the play. Let's see how far it comes out. Did not make it back to the 20. That's down around the 18-yard line. Let's see what the call on the field is.
That was Sterling Arnold for Fort Dale that ran the kickback. We've got the flag. We haven't gotten a indication. It's holding against Fort Dale.
It's going to be coming back.
So they're going to be pushed back 10 yards right off the bat. How about that?
And they did spot it at the 20, so this will be spotted at the 10-yard line. If you are the Fort Dale Eagles, you're not loving the fact that you just allowed a kickoff return on the opening kickoff and then had a holding penalty on the very next play.
No, you're not. And that's exactly what, this is not the kind of start they wanted,
but that was a fantastic run to get back the yards that they lost and then some. That was a fantastic run by the running back to muscle down past the 20. It looks like they're going to spot it around the 23-yard line, maybe the 22.
That was number 12 for them.
That's Everett Black. Great run by the senior running back.
Yeah, he is somebody that will get the ball, as I understand it.
And they go with it again, but he is swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Black on the carry.
And that is going to be a loss of yards. Looks like a loss of about 1.
Yeah, I think that's a loss too. It didn't look like they actually pushed the ball back, but just a little bit. But I would say you're right. We're going 2nd and 11. You good with that,
I'm
John?
good with that too, yeah. Oh, the quarterback keeps it. He finds a hole, and he almost got a first down. He got about 8 on the play to the 30-yard line.
That's Arnold. I'm sorry. It's Alford. It's Alford, not Arnold. That was Alford that kept it.
3rd down and about 3.
3rd down and 3 from the 30-yard line. Man in motion. They hand it off to their running back, who takes it off to the outside and gets enough for the first down. Gain of about 4 yards.
Ran out of bounds by number 9, Lane Griggs. Now before the Eagles pick up a first down.
So
Yep,
that
4
looks
yards.
like it's on the 34, isn't it?
34-yard line. And Fort Dale finding a little success on the ground early here in the first quarter. Another man in motion. They keep it. He pulls it. Alford finds a little room on the outside before he is swallowed up and driven back, but not before a gain of about 2-3 yards. We'll see where they spot it. It looks like it's going to be a gain of 3.
You know, that was a good play by that outside linebacker, because on that fake, 2 guys went with 12 over here, and you know, you were kind of wondering what was going to happen. I think they put it on the 36, so I'm going to make it 2. Make it 2nd and 8, yeah.
Hard count.
Here comes
and there was a flinch. It looks like it's going to be an offsides penalty. Illegal motion, they call it. A loss of 5. So now it's 2nd and 13 from the 31. Another hard count. Alford looks to pass and completes it.
No,
he dropped it.
That was a good play by the...
Fantastic man coverage by the Glenwood defense there as they break up the pass.
It looked for a moment like he was going to catch the ball.
He had it, but he got rocked while
yes,
he was in
did.
there. So now it is 3rd and 13 from the 31. Fort Dale looking to pick up a first down here and extend the drive. Alford goes to pass again. He fires, and he throws it out of bounds.
Not exactly sure who that was for.
I think there might have been a bit of a miscommunication there on the route, because he definitely threw it to the outside corner. Meanwhile, the only receiver down there was hitting an inside post down the middle of the field. A little confusing, but it looks like they're keeping their offense out there.
On a 4th and 13.
And now he drops back. He's going to pooch kick. Fantastic punt.
Oh my goodness,
wow.
What a
roll, and it's going to go right down to exactly the 10-yard line. That was a great kick by Fort Dale. Was that their quarterback?
Yes, it was a quarterback that punted the ball. He dropped back to kind of like a pistol, and then punted the ball to the 10.
We've seen a few plays like that at the college level. I know that for a while there, the Auburn Tigers, back in their tenure under Gus Malzahn, would run packages like that with their quarterback, but I've very rarely seen that in high school. That was a fantastic execution. But now the Glenwood Gators are ready to throw it. He launches it downfield, and there's a penalty for pass interference. Absolutely. Number 6 down here, Ethan Alford hooked the arm of Jackson Milam, and did not give him a chance to go up and get the ball. So good call by the refs there. That was an immediate call, too. They were reaching for that flag early.
Yeah, that was not hard to see that coming.
Absolutely. Fantastic pass by Crow, too. If he had not had that hook, Milam might have caught that.
We also have roughing the passer against the Eagles.
Oh, wow. Roughing the passer as well. So 2 penalties, 2 big penalties.
Let's see what I would assume that they would get the roughing the passer. It's more yardage, and it's an automatic. Well, I think they're both 15. So
they are. Yeah.
So it really doesn't matter. But they'll go to the 25, and it'll be 1st and 10.
Too bad it's not the NFL rules, you know.
Yeah,
it would have been down there at the 50.
That's true.
Man in motion, and they hand it off to, it looks like Burton, who finds a hole, stays on his feet, muscles down for a gain of about 16 yards, and they have got another big first down.
That was a nice run by Burton, who last year led them in running. He hasn't been used as much as a running back this year because of the presence of Banks, the big fullback, but certainly he looked very good on that running play.
So now they're going to drop back the pass. Crow lets it go, and number 1 has caught it and gets tackled around the 42. Let's see if they spot it at the 43. It looks like they will put it at the 42. They mark it down at the 42. That's a fantastic, right, 38. 38, my bad, I'm reading the wrong side of the field.
That's okay. I'm not going to say how many times I've done that, so we'll just move right along. And
a nice little pitch there by Crow to Banks, who goes to the outside, and there's nothing between him and the end zone, and that's a touchdown for the Glenwood Gators. There is a flag on the play.
Let's wait and see what happens. I might negate that touchdown by number 6. That's too bad. That was a nice run.
Might have been a block in the back. No, a holding call against the Glenwood Gators.
Ow.
That stings. That was a fantastic play. Good run by Banks, too.
And it was downfield, so it's first down and 9 at the 37. Because it was so far downfield, they actually gained a yard. Kind of unique because it's a spot foul, but that's all right.
And here we go. The Gators look to pitch it again. Banks, this time not so lucky. Gain of maybe 1.
Yes.
No gain on the play. So second down and 9. And it looks like there's going to be a heat timeout as we hit the 6.5 minute mark. So,
well, they called a timeout by the Eagles. They actually didn't have a heat timeout. The timeout is by Fort Dale. So we'll have a timeout on the field. Let's see. We might be running a.
Here comes the Russell County NCPRA Stampede Rodeo. Big events both nights, including bull riding. Gates open at 5 and show starts at 8. With the Silver Wings jumping in, Rodeo 5 both nights. Tickets are $12 for adults, $5 for kids. $6 for military ID. And don't forget our fresh beef rodeo. Gates open at 5 and show starts at 8. Russell County NCPRA Stampede Rodeo. Brought to you by the Russell County Cavalry.
to you. 334 398
398.
0428. All right, Glenwood, 80-yard TD run on kickoff. 11:43. All right, we're back. Dallas Crow's back to play. Looks like he's going to pass.
He keeps it,
but
he runs, and he's going to get a first down and then some. He shakes 2 tackles. He stays on his feet after a 3rd hit, and he finally gets brought down after a big gain.
First down.
What have you got? I can't see it. Glenwood, 80-yard here on kickoff, 11:43. Jackson Mile. Jackson Mile. And so we got a first down. What a nice run by Crow. He really, I think, was wanting to pass, but he was running for his life a little bit because that whole side was coming in on him, and it was probably, he has such skills to get away from folks. I can't blame him for doing a little bit of movement. Here comes the big man.
Looks like, was that Burton or Banks?
It was Banks.
Either way, it was a touchdown for the Glenwood Gators. And so now, with 5 minutes and 9 seconds left, they will come out for a point after attempt and try to make this a 14-point game. You know, to your point on the run by Crow, I think it speaks to the experience that he gained, as you were mentioning earlier, about him being the starter from last year as well.
Oh,
that's the kind of experience that you only get as a starter for multiple years. That 2-point conversion is no good, and so the Gators are up 13-0 here with 5 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first quarter.
Well, what they decided to do is they went to that thing where they will shift into the kick, but instead of shifting, the center sent it straight to Griff Garner, who is normally a wide receiver, and he had plenty of time, but he just simply overthrew his receiver, number 13, Thiet Morris. If he could have got him, it would have been a 2-point conversion. But anyway, it's 13-0, and now we're kicking off back to Fort Dale.
Absolutely.
With the Gators ahead 13-0.
Really enjoy what we've been seeing so far from the Glenwood Gators on both sides of the ball tonight. The defense has really been clicking, and the offense has been moving the ball very well. Here's the kick. And it is low, and it is bounced, but number 12, it seems, finds a hole, and he is finally brought down at the 50-yard line. Great way to stick with the runner there by the Gators.
That's their senior back, and he ran back a kickoff last week, and you could see he's got breakaway speed. That's a 27-yard return, and they've got a 1st and 10 right at midfield.
Familiar formation here for the Eagles as they hand it off to number 12, and he is swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they spot it, but it looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage. So
yeah, I think
looks like it's no loss on play.
Yeah, it's just going to be a 0.
Well, they say he lost a yard, so it's 2nd and 11.
You know what? They did. They moved it back a yard, didn't they? Well, I'm sure Glenwood doesn't mind that. 2nd and 11 from the 49.
All right. And now the Eagles' familiar play pattern of running it first and throwing it second has become a little bit of a detriment as the Glenwood defense is shoring up their line, ready for another run. But this time he gets around to the outside and gets about 6 yards, maybe 5.
That was a great play by number 18 for Glenwood. Wyatt Tharp ran that guy down. If he doesn't tackle him, that's no telling. But he got a solid 5-yard gain on that run. So it's 36 at the 46, I guess it is, isn't it?
Yep, it sure is. Fort Dale really wants to convert this into a first down to finally have a few snaps in Glenwood territory. They throw it and it's deflected, and it's going to be 4th and 6. So another great stop by the Glenwood defense. That is the first 3-and-out we've seen tonight. Of course, Glenwood wanting to repeat that success as much as possible. So it looks like they're going to do another pooch kick this time.
That looked like Morris again, 13. That was one that deflected the pass. But whatever, that was a great play on the defense. And it looks like the defense is playing with a little bit of determination tonight, which I'm sure the coaches appreciate the effort. I'm sure appreciate the effort on every play. Yep, he's pooch kicking.
Good kick.
And kicked it away from
to the 10-yard line again. That is some accuracy right there. Goodness gracious.
That's a good weapon to have, is
Absolutely.
Your quarterback can punt away from the intended returner and just pin the other team down deep in their territory. Now let's see what Glenwood could do on the 10, 1st and 10. I like the way that Glenwood is mixing things up, passing and running. It's, to me, very impressive.
Absolutely. Glenwood hoping to get another nice touchdown drive here as Crow takes the pass, and they hand it off. And Banks
6
finds a hole, and he is going as far as he can. Jackson Milam tracking with number 6 to pick up the block, and Banks is going to go all the way into the end zone. That is a 90-yard touchdown run for the Glenwood Gators. Not only was that a fantastic run there by number 6, but Jackson Milam stuck with that defender all the way and picked up the block at a crucial point downfield. One play, one touchdown.
My goodness, and he goes over 100 yards on 3 carries.
Goodness gracious.
All right, well, extra point. Let's see if they're going to do a trick play or actually try to kick it this time. It looks like they're going to kick it.
They're going to kick it.
They decided they're not going to be given the opportunity to miss a 2-pointer. And with Montroy, even when he gets rushed, that young man can kick.
That is a fantastic kick. Good all day. And it is Gators 20-0 here with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. The Glenwood Gators, with 3 minutes left in the first quarter, have almost eclipsed their entire score total from last week and the week before.
And we're not out of the first quarter yet.
If you're in the market for any backyard structure, shop McGuire's Buildings. For the guaranteed best portable buildings with the best warranty in the business. We also offer cabanas, greenhouses, and pergolas, plus all steel carports and garages. At McGuire's Buildings, you'll never feel pressured. Just great quality and friendly service from the family that's been in the business longer than anyone in the area. Delivered or built on site. Purchase, finance, or rent to own. McGuire's Buildings in Phoenix City and Columbus, Georgia. On Veterans Parkway across from Bellwood Body Works. Or visit www.mcguiresbuildings.com.
Okay, we're back, and we were saying right at the break that this is really a shot in the arm for Glenwood, who's played so close and so tough. A 2-point loss last week and a hard-fought loss to Pacelli. To have a game like this has got to feel exhilarating for the Glenwood faithful and also for the young men that are playing the game.
A great kick, but it goes out of bounds.
Kickoff goes out of bounds.
Just a little wide to the left.
It's illegal procedure, so I don't know if he has to kick it again or if they get it automatically on the...
Should get automatically on the 35.
Well, I know, but
like
in the first game that we had it, they actually made them kick it again, so that's why I didn't know.
Looks like this crew has actually figured.
That's what they're supposed to do. So it's 1st and 10 on the 35. We were trying to figure that out. Why are they kicking the ball again?
Right.
But that's okay. All right, defense is ready.
Quarterback keeps it, and there goes.
Well, what they've done is they've changed quarterbacks. 6 was listed as a wide receiver, and what they did is they put number 12
the Wildcat.
And the Wildcat to see what they can do to carry the ball. And he got 4 yards on that play.
He absolutely did. Looks like.
Let's see if they're going to stay in the Wildcat.
Looks like they are.
Yeah. So Black is going to stay in the. I do not expect him to do a whole lot.
Well, he stays on his feet, and now he's been tackled out of bounds.
We're going to say he got a yard to the 40. They say no gain, but he was on the 39 and the ball's sitting square on the 40 now, so
right.
We're going to say that's a gain of a yard, but it's still 3rd and 5, and
Glenwood looking for another 3 and out here.
Yes, they are. And I'm kind of surprised they don't have 6 back there trying to at least throw. I don't know if 12 can throw.
Well, he unloads it downfield, and it is caught after being tipped by the Glenwood Gators.
Oh my goodness, what happened? It looked like 18 was going to knock it away, and he actually tipped it in the air, and it was caught by
the quarterback, number 6,
who was the quarterback,
and now the running back is the quarterback, and the quarterback caught the ball, and it's a crazy time out here for the Fort Dale Eagles.
Hey, whatever works for them, I'm sure they're happy. It's 1st and 10 on about the 17. I don't even know how many yards he got for that, but that was a heck of a play for them.
Right, and there goes Everett Black with the keeper. Oh, and that's going to be a penalty, most likely, on Glenwood. Well, they didn't call it, but that was a late hit if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, they gave him 6, I think, and so he's got 2nd and 4 at the 11. So they're knocking on the door now.
Right.
That was a 47-yard pass play, Jonathan. On that long, that was a big one.
It was a nice play, and there goes 12, and he stays on his feet all the way in, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Fort Dale Eagles.
Like I say, he's their senior star, and he crossed the end zone a lot last week, and they were determined after that long play. You could see that there was a little bit of a spark there in the Fort Dale. Now it looks like kicking for Fort Dale will be number 1. Is that right?
It looks like it is Alvarez.
Yeah.
And it goes through. So
that's right.
With 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the first quarter, it's the Glenwood Gators 20 to Fort Dale 7.
The Gators 20, the Eagles.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Perdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good name?
Vice City Towing is now under new ownership and new management. Now that we are family owned and operated, Vice City Towing takes pride in our fast and friendly customer service and the availability we have to help and serve you. Breakdowns, collisions, flat tires. We know things happen on the road all the time. At Vice City Towing, we understand. And with many years of experience, we are here for all your towing needs 24/7. Call By City Towing at 334-732-1TOW.
And we're back. After a fantastic drive by Fort Dale, which included a interesting wildcat play where the running back launched it 42 yards to the quarterback downfield, a deflection caught by the quarterback by Glenwood ended up leading to a red zone touchdown drive by the Fort Dale Eagles. They're ready to kick it off, and they go for the onside kick and
get it.
They get it. Well, after a set of 20 unanswered points by the Glenwood Gators, everything is going Fort Dale's way. This is a little bit of what you were touching on before the game, that Fort Dale can score.
Yes, they can.
They can score well.
And that's got to be a disappointment for the coach not to have his guys ready to see that, because that's kind of the pooch kick was what Glenwood did to Brookstone last week, and when Cam White made the play with recovering the pooch kick, well, it looked like to us it was a purposeful kind of onside kick. But okay, 1 minute left to go in the first quarter, and we've got lots of scoring.
There is a flag on the play, but it looks like number 6 is finally back in at quarterback.
Well, it looked like 13 kind of jumped a little bit.
He definitely did. That was an illegal shift.
And I have to say, that's one thing that's kind of hurt Fort Dale is they have had their share of penalties so far in the game.
Oh, they have.
Okay, 1st and 15. Now let's see if the Glenwood defense can do the job now.
They send pressure, but number 6 launches it downfield, and he does make the catch in bounds, and that is a late hit out of bounds on Glenwood, and that will advance it for a first down and then some.
Yeah, it looks like there's a multiple penalties. I'm not sure, as it was more than one penalty. It looked like they threw a flag on 18, Glenwood too. Not sure if that's the call, but we'll have to take a look and see what they call and see what happens. They're conferencing now at around the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you what, we saw a lot of conferencing last week.
Yeah, I was hoping that wouldn't happen this week, but you know.
Well, at least it's for multiple penalties, unlike last week where they couldn't figure out where to put the chains.
All right, personal foul against Glenwood, dead ball foul. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against Fort Dale. So,
but there's more against Glenwood.
Personal fouls against the Gators, one unsportsmanlike against the Eagles.
So that means essentially the ball got moved way down for a first down after.
8-yard line of the Gators, where we 1st and 10 Eagles.
They're calling that at what, about the, I think it was closer to the 27.
It looks like it's about the 27, yes.
Well, that's unfortunate, but 12's got the ball, which is a not surprising turn of events. He's certainly
doesn't get much.
Eagles carry the ball down inside the 25-yard line, led by Hustle Gators. Number 13 on the carry. Garrett Simmons. Tackle led by number 4, Lamont Burton.
Well, he got almost 5. Well, what do you say? Do you think it's 5 or?
I'd say about 4.
4.
Maybe.
All right. So 2nd and 6 at the 23. That's big yards. That close to the
hard count, and it looks like Fort Dale jumped off sides, and they did. So it will be 2nd and 11.
They've got a penalty fest suddenly. Sometimes that happens. for a while there it was pretty clean, and then all of a sudden we've got one penalty after the other. 2nd and 11. And that's going to be it for the quarter, I believe. Jonathan, where's 3, 2, 1, and the teams are already moving. That's it. That's the end of the first quarter.
So at the end of the first quarter, it is Glenwood 20 to Fort Dale 7. We will be back after this.
You might not own the apartment building, but the ride outside is yours. And the things inside, like your office, your library, your studio. You've worked really hard for all of it. And you want to be sure it's all protected with auto and renter's insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Call your State Farm agent, Carol Perdue, in Phoenix City today.
Beam is delivering gig speed internet to 100% of our network. But should you get a gig? Well, if you want to download an album in a blink, video conference in 4K, make virtual reality more real, power all of your home smart devices at the same time, and still have bandwidth to stream everything without buffering, then yeah, you gotta get a gig. So call, click, or visit and get it. Because when you gotta get a gig, you gotta go with Beam. Bringing East Alabama more.
Bi-City Towing is now under new ownership and new management. Now that we are family owned and operated, Bi-City Towing takes pride in our fast and friendly customer service and the availability we have to help and serve you. Breakdowns, collisions, flat tires. We know things happen on the road all the time. At Bi-City Towing, we understand. And with many years of experience, we are here for all your towing needs 24/7. Call Bi-City Towing at 334-732-1TOW.
All right, we're back, Jonathan, and we noticed when they put the ball down, somehow or another, Fort Dale lost a yard. It's still 2nd and 11, and now the ball's on the 29.
So here we go. The Glenwood defense looking to make a stop right here, but number 12 finds a hole, shoots a gap, and manages to get back, it looks, all of the yards that they lost on that penalty. And they will be marking the ball down. No, he got an extra yard. So it's going to be 3rd and 5.
5, it's 24. They need a big play here on 3rd down.
Absolutely. But number 12 muscles it through, but it looks like they stopped him right before.
It's hard to see.
Unless they,
it's 1st down.
They gave him, he got right to the line to gain.
They didn't hesitate for too long. Looks like the 18, 17.
Wow.
Well,
Glenwood had an impressive performance to start the game, scoring 20 unanswered points, and have now allowed Fort Dale to not only score a touchdown, but recover an onside kick, and it looks like they are looking for a way to get back into the end zone again. That sweep to the outside was going nowhere. Number 6 got swallowed up, and it looks like he got right back to the line of scrimmage. So it is 2nd. Well, they gave him a yard, so it's 2nd and 9.
We'll feel like he deserves 1 yard for that, huh? I guess. I don't know. I thought he was stopped at the line of scrimmage. He was hit by several Glenwood interior defenders, so that was good gang tackling. That's what you got to do, especially with number 12 also.
Absolutely. Number 12 keeps it. He looks to throw, and he just overthrew his man. A little shorter of a pass, and that is a touchdown. Glenwood lucky to come away with a stop on that play. Turns it to 3rd and 9.
It looks like he's going to pass again.
Keeps it again. He does pass it, and they knock it away. in the back of the end zone. I don't know if that was going to be in bounds even if it was completed, but a great play by the defender.
Well, I'm trying to see who.
Hard to see down there in the shadows.
It was Wyatt Tharp that knocked the pass down, and that makes it 4th and 9. And I suspect they're going to go for it.
A nice heads-up play by Tharp there, and it looks like they're going to kick a field goal.
Oh, I take that back. You're right. Looks like a field goal attempt.
This would cut it to a 10-point game. Snap the ball. The hold is good, and it is deflected. It is blocked. So defense for Glenwood.
It looked like it was blocked by number 4, Lamont Burton, who got in. It was a rather low kick. It was like he was trying to get, and it just didn't happen. Now they've got some sort of a discussion at the, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but.
I wonder if they're discussing.
Oh my goodness.
Well, the problem is a deflected field goal, a blocked field goal is still a live ball, and so Glenwood touched it right there around where they're standing, and so it should be Glenwood's ball from right there where they recovered it.
Yeah, it is, but the thing is, I think they thought it was going to be back up to the 16. Instead, they're back in a hole again. That must be what, about the 8 or 7, 8 yard line? 8. It's hard to see.
So now Glenwood looking to build on the momentum from that nice blocked field goal. They hand it off to Banks to the outside. Well, that's not Banks, that's Milam on the sweep. A nice run by Milam. Picks up, I'd say, about 20, 25 yards.
First down from the 8. So that really got them out of a big hole. And it looks like they're going to that hurry-up offense again.
At the 32-yard line, so that will be a gain of
24.
24, yeah.
2 to 12 on the pass.
That's a nice pass to 12, and some even better blocking downfield for 12 to muscle his way down for a first down. But they mark him out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds before he crossed, so he got a gain of about 8. So it's going to be 2nd and 2.
That's the young man that got the touchdown pass last week.
It was a fantastic touchdown pass, too. Mason McCrane, the sophomore wide receiver. Now there's a timeout on the field.
What is community? Is it a neighborhood? The businesses and homes inside it? Maybe community isn't just a place. Maybe it's a state of mind that when we care together, cheer together, we're closer to what really counts. At Beam, we're finding new ways to bring us all closer. And you'll find us right out there with you, because community is always on our mind. Beam, bringing East Alabama more.
All right, and we are back. The timeout on the field is about to come to an end. Still no indication, and it is Fort Dale's timeout. Just came in.
That makes sense. That Glenwood was in the hurry up, and it looks like their defense wasn't ready for that. When they got in and getting ready to run the plays, they were definitely not.
Here in the first half, especially here in the second quarter. Definitely a smart idea when you're only down by 13 to burn a timeout. Get your defense on the same page.
I tell you what, I'm going to give McCrane a 9-yard gain because that ball is just short of the 41. So we're going to call it 2nd and 1.
Oh, and there's a fumble. Crow picks it up.
He is
going to lose about 3 or 4 yards.
And it could have been a lot worse.
He snatched it up off the ground right before a Fort Dale player got to the ball. That could have been catastrophic. for the Gators.
Yeah, he lost 3, but it could have been loss of possession. So that was actually kind of a good deal as far as Glenwood is concerned.
A nice pass by Crow out past the line to gain, and he muscles his way all the way down. Burton gets all the way down to the opposite 30-yard line. So a fantastic play by the Glenwood Gators. The refs threw a flag, but they picked it up, so there is no foul on the play, and that means the Gators will get a nice gain there as they move downfield into Eagles territory.
32 yards on that. And remember, I told you Burton was in double digits catching passes in the first game against Pacelli. So I like it when they use him as a receiver because he's good.
Oh, that is a fantastic one-handed reception off a tipped pass by the Eagles, and the Glenwood Gators scored another touchdown to make it 26-7. We will see what the Glenwood Gators are doing, and now the play is coming back. A fantastic reception, stricken off the board by a holding penalty against the Gators, and you just absolutely hate to see that.
You know, that young man caught a pass last week, number 35, Carter Judah, his first catch of the year, and he went like 30 yards on one play, and he made a great play on that ball. But
that was absolutely fantastic.
That's unfortunate, but well, let's just see if they can just see what they can do. They lost a 10 on the, so it's 1st and 20 now.
Crow steps back to pass. He lets it fly, and it is almost intercepted by Alford, who had gotten in front of the receiver, McCrane.
Yeah, he did not have a good spot to throw to McCrane there. It would have been nice if he'd been able to look off, but I think he was watching for McCrane the whole way. And obviously, that was someone that Fort Dale was of concern about.
So now it's 2nd and 20 from the 40-yard line. Glenwood taking their time to get a play together.
It's all right. They got plenty of time left on the time, on the clock, so I don't think it's an issue.
Right, and
nice
they go
pass
back
to 13.
13, and that is a horse collar tackle.
Oh, absolutely.
And potentially a late hit as well. He was on the way down and got speared by the defender. And another flag gets thrown on the play.
Yeah, that was to Thiet Morris, and he made a nice catch and turned around and just took off. And I believe we're going to have a penalty against Fort Dale, but we'll have to wait and see.
Horse collar tackle against Eagles. Another one, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Eagles. So we'll see which one they decide to take, but either way, it will be a first down.
Well, it's 3rd and 5. They gave him 15. And from there, of course, you get the penalty. So the only thing I'm concerned, I'm not exactly sure. Should be probably about 1st and goal
from the 5-yard line.
No, more like the 9. I think. Well, maybe it is the. I'm trying to see where it is.
It's somewhere past the 10.
Yeah, between the 10 and the 5. We'll say that. How about we say the 7?
I'll say the 7. And a nice throw by Crow, and it was almost caught in the air, just dropped by the wide receiver. But there is another flag on the play.
It's starting to be a penalty fest now in the second quarter, and that's always tough because when you start having that kind of thing happen, it just.
Takes the ball to about the 12-yard line. 1st and goal from 12.
what happens is you lose your rhythm on offense.
Absolutely.
You're not able to run the plays you want. You get kind of uncertain, and when that happens, that's where you can make mistakes. So well, they're ready to go. Let's see what happens with Dallas. See if he's got the right call. I'll be honest with you, I'd like him to give it the ball to number 6 and see what happens.
I agree. They seem to have a lot of success when they hand it off to him, and they pitch it to number 6, but he gets swallowed up after a gain of about 1, maybe 2 yards.
They're giving him 1. I tell you what, that's not the play you want him to run.
Oh, absolutely.
You want him just head down and go. But that's, they thought it was open, and let's face it, I think that's the play that he scored the touchdown on, was a toss around. So, you know, I'm not a coach. It's 2nd and goal. All right, we got a timeout
by
Fort Dale.
So they used their final timeout?
With 6:39 to go, Fort Dale now has no timeouts left.
We will be back after this.
What is
If you're in the market for any backyard structure, shop McGuire's Buildings. We're the guaranteed best portable buildings with the best warranty in the business. We also offer cabanas, greenhouses, and pergolas, plus all steel carports and garages. At McGuire's Buildings, you'll never feel pressured. Just great quality and friendly service from the family that's been in the business longer than anyone in the area. Delivered or built on site. Purchase, finance, or rent to own. McGuire's Buildings in Phoenix City and Columbus, Georgia. On Veterans Parkway across from Bellwood Body Works. Or visit www.mcguiresbuildings.com.
And we are back. Glenwood Gators on 2nd and goal here, looking to find a way into the end zone and extend this lead once again to a 20-point lead.
There's one thing we know for sure. Even if they don't get the touchdown, we know that their field goal kicker can split the uprights. But I think they're looking more for 6, not 3 on a 2nd and goal.
Absolutely, especially after that fantastic touchdown pass was taken back by that holding penalty just a little while ago. So on 2nd and goal,
looks like
Crow looks to pass. He finds his man. He rockets it in. And it's a reception for a Glenwood touchdown to Burton.
Aaron Burton.
Aaron Burton with a fantastic reception. Should they convert the extra point here, it will be 27-7 Glenwood. Let's see what they're going to do here. It looks like they are going to kick the extra point. Montroy has been very good on these so far this season. And this one is no different. That one is good, and it is 27-7 Glenwood Gators. A fantastic start to this game as they have now topped their total score from the last 2 games here with 6.5 minutes left in the first half.
You might not own the apartment building, but the ride outside is yours. And the things inside, like your office, your library, your studio. You've worked really hard for all of it. And you want to be sure it's all protected with auto and renter's insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Call your State Farm agent.
Okay, we're back, Jonathan. His 27 points in the first half is a new high for Glenwood's offense, and I know that's something that they appreciate, especially with the fact that they've actually had 2 touchdowns nullified by penalties that have been called back, but they've still got 27 points on the board.
Absolutely, and now Montroy is ready to kick it. And a nice line drive. A fantastic kick, hits the ground and rolls all the way into the end zone. So no opportunity for a return by the Fort Dale Eagles, as it will be a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line. Well, Glenwood defense has been having a great time out there, barring that one touchdown that they allowed in the first quarter. They've been pretty consistent about getting stops, including that fantastic blocked field goal that led to another touchdown drive for the Glenwood Gators. Definitely hoping to get a little more success right now as they look to maybe hold Fort Dale to a 3-and-out.
One thing for sure is they have been able to contain number 12, which I think is a good thing.
It is
because
indeed.
He's certainly a good player.
And they contain him again.
Around the left end.
It's going to be a gain of about a yard.
By number 10, Tyler Porterfield.
Well, actually, that was number 1 on the carry. It was
Alvarez.
Yeah. 2nd and 8. But he gets 2, but that's kind of an unusual play. I would have, well, I think they were trying to catch the Gators off guard. They have used that wing back kind of, you know,
at the Swamp.
Officials timeout now.
JV opens up their
That's the Heat timeout. There's 5 minutes and 51 seconds left in the first half. The Glenwood Gators are up 27-7. We will be back after this.
Chambers Rebels come out on TV.
If you're in the market for any backyard structure,
Bi-City Towing is now under new ownership and new management. Now that we are family owned and operated, Bi-City Towing takes pride in our fast and friendly customer service and the availability we have to help and serve you. Breakdowns, collisions, flat tires. We know things happen on the road all the time. At Bi-City Towing, we understand. And with many years of experience, we are here for all your towing needs 24/7. Call Bi-City Towing at 334-732-1TOW.
We are back from the Heat timeout. Glenwood stopped Alvarez on the end around there after a gain of about a yard, maybe 2. So it's now about 2nd and 8 for the Fort Dale Eagles.
Yeah. Black is such a good back for Fort Dale. Which, you may not completely stop him, but if you could contain him, then you've certainly done something. He's their playmaker, and he's shown that. And we'll see what happens. There's somebody is attempting to throw.
Pass, and it is caught by number 21. That was a nice reception by Dane Winters, the wide receiver, sophomore for Fort Dale Academy, and a beautiful pass by Ethan Alford out to the 47-yard line.
To the 47 of the Gators.
Yeah, so that's 31 yards. That's certainly pretty solid pass, I would say.
A fantastic pass, and so now Fort Dale going no huddle. They give it to Alvarez, who managed to get around and find a hole and still muscles his way down to about the 40, and now there's a flag on the play again. We'll see who it's against. This is against the Gators, and this is going to be a first down.
Glenwood's got to understand, they've got to keep their head. Got to keep your head here. You've got to lead. You're playing good defense.
Face mask against the Glenwood Gators, and so it will be a first down for Fort Dale. 2 big plays, one of which was helped by a face mask penalty, and now that's 2 first downs in a row for the Fort Dale Academy Eagles down to the 35-yard line. Crucial mistakes by the Glenwood defense have allowed Fort Dale to get a lot more yards than they would have otherwise, and we are looking at another potential touchdown for the Fort Dale Academy Eagles, definitely within field goal range. The quarterback, Alford, keeps it and extends a little bit before he's pulled down.
Lamont Burton in on the tackle.
That was made by Lamont Burton.
Yeah, I think he got 4.
It will be 4 yards, and so that is 2nd and 6. Glenwood's defense looking like they need to shore up a little bit here, unless they want to allow another.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know, you get all those penalties and all that, it kind of throws off your rhythm. They've made some great stops on defense, made some good plays on defense, but when that happens and you're giving the other team second chances, we know Fordell could score.
Oh, yeah.
So we're trying to be sure that that's not
almost intercepted by Glenwood as the quarterback Alford attempted a over-the-shoulder pass to his wide receiver down there in the end zone. It was just a little bit overthrown, but if Glenwood had managed to come up with that ball, that would have been huge to catch that turnover, bring it out to the 20 for their offense.
It's 3rd and 6. Looks like they're taking a little time to get the play in.
Well, with 20 seconds on the play clock, you definitely don't want to waste this opportunity.
And they can't stop it because they've used all their timeouts.
Oh. And so now they're definitely not wanting to settle for a field goal after that blocked field goal earlier.
I don't think they will. Honestly, if they don't make it, I think they'll go for it on 4th.
Glenwood showing pressure. Alford escapes, and it is no flag on the play. And now there is a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on the Glenwood Gators.
It's not against. It looks like it's on number 2 for saying something naughty. Yep.
Unsportsmanlike against the Eagles.
It is unsportsmanlike against the Eagles. That was a lucky break for the Glenwood Gators, because this ball is now presumably out of field goal range altogether.
Well, that was a 15-yard penalty, so after the play, so it's instead of 4th and 6 at the 21, they got a 15-yard penalty, so now it's 4th and 21 at the 37. Not what you want me doing, but they're not going to kick. Or if they do, it's going to be a pooch kick, but I'm thinking...
Looks like it's going to be a pooch kick.
You're right.
A nice pooch kick once again, but this one
rolls through the end zone.
He's kind of hoping to see if they can pin him at the 10-yard line again.
You know, it looked like he was trying to do that, but the ball hit and rolled, and I don't think that's what he wanted, but that's what he got.
Don't get 50-50.
All right.
So with 3 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in this first half, the Glenwood Gators defense comes up big with a stop, gets another turnover on 4th down, and their offense is back on the field at the 20-yard line looking to extend this lead going into halftime. Crow rolls around, throws it to number 12, McCrane, who gets rocked out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down.
Everett Black picks up
it's more like 11 yards, but it is a first down on the 31. If I'm reading that correctly, Jonathan, I believe that's on the 31.
You absolutely are. It is right around the 31-yard line. And so now Crow takes the snap, they fake the handoff, feels the pressure coming, but he manages to shake it. He's just going to keep it, and he's just going to run, and he's going to get a first down again.
Number 23 on the
Tell you what, Glenwood's offense has been firing on all cylinders in this first half.
Dallas Crow picks up a Glenwood first down.
Nice, nifty 10-yard run.
On the 41-yard line of the Gators.
The ball is on the 41-yard line, and it looks like Glenwood has no intention of slowing down here as the clock now ticks down to around 2.5 minutes in the half. He lets it fly again. That's number 1. There is a flag on the play. Number 1 does not go down that easily. He's finally hit and knocked down after a gain of about 5 yards. But that is going to be a holding penalty against the Gators, so it's going to be backed up.
Yes, that was the preliminary call, so we're pretty sure that's where they're going to hold. Yeah, he's showing holding. See, that's a spot foul. So not only does he get the 10 yards, but it's a yard behind the line of scrimmage, so it's kind of like an 11-yard penalty.
Right.
But it's still 1st and 10, but now it's 1st and 21. From the 30.
Crow drops back to pass. He lets it fly. That is a beauty of a ball, and he just overthrew Burton down there on the pass. Crow has been showing some nice passes here in this game so far today. Really all season long. I mean, he's got a nice feel on the ball.
Yeah, the only time he seemed like he had trouble throwing the ball was the first half of last week. Last week he didn't look that crisp. But in the second half, he made some nice throws.
Absolutely. I think that rain didn't really help him in the first half.
Yeah, that's
Once
true.
that rain lifted, I think both teams really started clicking a lot more on offense.
Yeah,
that ball was definitely slick.
And there were people definitely slipping and sliding in the wet turf.
Crow's not slipping and sliding tonight as he fires it to Burton, whose helmet comes off, gets ripped off, it seems, by the opposing wide receiver, but he still muscles down for another yard or so before he finally gets tackled. So now it's 3rd and about 10 yards. Nope, they're going to say 3rd and 9.
So he got 12, so it's 3rd and 9. It's a nice catch. Poor Aaron needs to try to be able to hold on to that helmet there. Bless his heart. Oh, they're going to call it timeout.
Timeout Glenwood.
I don't blame them. It's getting close. It's 3rd down. You got a big play here.
A minute and a half left in the half. I mean, if you convert this right here, you are looking at least maybe attempting a field goal before the end of the half. And I know that the Glenwood Gators are definitely looking to score wherever possible.
One more time, don't forget on Tuesday.
Certainly you can't blame them for that either, because that's they want to get those points on the board to give Fort Dale too much of a mountain to climb to come back.
Absolutely.
After halftime, when we come back for the 3rd quarter, we will have you some preliminary individual statistics for each team, and hope you'll be excited to hear about how Glenwood, and we'll also have Fort Dale statistics as well.
Glenwood's trotting back out on the field. Looks like they are ready to go. 3rd and 9 from the 42-yard line. Completion here would put them into Eagles territory. Crow lets it fly. That's a nice pass, but it is
way overthrown to McCrane. It wasn't catchable, really.
No, not at all.
So I would say with the 124, he got a little too fired up about that. We may see Glenwood's first punt of the game.
Isn't that crazy? A minute and 24 seconds left in the half, and this is their first punt.
Yep. And Tucker Mims is their punter, and he is back.
Mims was a fantastic addition to the team last week in a narrow loss to Brookstone. Oh, and it hit the Eagles. It hit the Fort Dale Eagles player. That is number 6, Ethan Alford, and the Gators fall on it, so they have recovered the ball, and they are in field goal range. What a play by the Gators. I think Alford really was frustrated there because it looked for a second like the Gators player kind of moved him in the path of the ball, but I guess there's not really anything saying you can't do that either.
Well, he had his back to him, actually, and I'm not sure who it was that recovered the ball, but certainly it was a big play for Glenwood, so it's 1st and 10. That wasn't exactly what they had probably drawn up on a 3rd and long, but it works. 1st and 10 on the, we'll try to find out who got that ball, too. It's 1st and 10 on the 27, I believe.
Crow looks to pass. He steps up, and now he decides to keep it. He tucks it, he runs, and he almost gets a first down, but that was a nice pickup of about 6 yards.
Crow scrambles for 5 yards, gets tackled by number
It's going to be
12.
2nd and 4.
Yeah, nice 6-yard run on that. So it's 2nd and 4 at 21.
Glenwood's going no huddle here as the clock ticks down under a minute left to play. He passes, he completes, and he gets rocked. Goodness gracious. Number 1, Griff Garner just caught that, and he got leveled, but he held on to the ball.
And got a first down.
Got a first down. The clock stopped long enough to move the chains, and now there's about 30 seconds left in the half here. Crow rolls out to the left. He looks, he tucks, he keeps it, and he dives, and he almost got the touchdown. But he did fall out of bounds, so that will stop the clock. So there are 23 seconds left on the game clock here in the first half. And the Gators are knocking on the door to the end zone. It's 2nd down.
And short for a touchdown.
Oh, no, they're giving him 1st and goal.
1st and goal. Wow, he got 10.
2-yard line.
Yeah, he got 10 on the run then.
He did. He hands it off to Banks, and he muscles it in. And Glenwood scores another touchdown with 18 seconds left in the first half. This is absolutely crazy. The Glenwood home crowd is loving it tonight as the Glenwood Gators have once again punched it into the end zone, and they will go ahead and attempt an extra point here.
18 seconds and they get a touchdown. Isn't that impressive?
And it all started with a fantastic punt recovery by the Glenwood Gators off of that little misstep there by the Fort Dale Eagles. You know, they often say sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and I think that is the epitome of what that statement means.
Well, they deserve some good luck, actually, for this year, because they've had some tough time of it. All right, so Montroy for the extra point.
Snap is away. Kick is blocked. Wow. Extra point is no good as it was blocked, and so now
it's 33-7.
18 seconds left. 33-7. We will be right back after this.
If you're in the market for any backyard structure, shop McGuire's Buildings. For the guaranteed best portable buildings with the best warranty in the business. We also offer cabanas, greenhouses, and pergolas, plus all steel carports and garages. At McGuire's Buildings, you'll never feel pressured. Just great quality and friendly service from the family that's been in the business longer than anyone in the area. Delivered or built on site. Purchase, finance, or rent to own. McGuire's Buildings in Phoenix City and Columbus, Georgia. On Veterans Parkway across from Bellwood Body Works. Or visit www.mcguiresbuildings.com.
For them, yeah, absolutely.
They're going to have a tougher opponent next week.
Oh, yeah.
Bessemer has won state championships multiple times.
And hey, it's always going to feel nice taking a 1-0.
Oh, yeah, in the region. Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely.
So we are back after a blocked extra point. Glenwood is beating Fort Dale 33-7 with 13 seconds left here in the half. Montroy with a nice kick.
Yeah, Montroy's got it.
And he dropped
the ball.
And he gets tripped up. Nice play by the Glenwood Gators. Shoestring tackle there to prevent a return by Wyatt Tharp. That was
Garrett Simmons tried to return the ball for Fort Dale and didn't. He kind of fumbled it, and the next thing you know, he's on the ground from a solid tackle.
So with 13 seconds left,
I believe we got 1st and 10 on about the 18, don't we?
It looks about like the 18, maybe the 17. It's hard to see from here. Alford keeps it, but he is tackled for a loss, about a yard. And that will do it for the first half. At the end of the first half, the Glenwood Gators are ahead 33-7 over the Fort Dale Academy Eagles. What a first half it has been for the Glenwood offense. Hope y'all enjoy a nice little break here at halftime, and we will see y'all at the start of the third.
Damn, I gotta find a way to get the numbers on this when you do your message. God, dog. I know you don't.
Last time I used a phone that looked like that was a while ago.
Beam is delivering gig speed internet to 100% of our network. But should you get a gig? Well, if you want to download an album in a blink, video conference in 4K, make virtual reality more real, power all of your home smart devices at the same time, and still have bandwidth to stream everything without buffering, then yeah, you gotta get a gig. So call, click, or visit and get it. Because when you gotta get a gig, you gotta go with Beam. Bringing East Alabama more.
Bi-City Towing is now under new ownership and new management. Now that we are family owned and operated, Bi-City Towing takes pride in our fast and friendly customer service and the availability we have to help and serve you. Breakdowns, collisions, flat tires. We know things happen on the road all the time. At Bi-City Towing, we understand. And with many years of experience, we are here for all your towing needs 24/7. Call Bi-City Towing at 334-732-1TOW.
If you're in the market for any backyard structure, shop McGuire's Buildings for the guaranteed best portable buildings with the best warranty in the business. We also offer cabanas, greenhouses, and pergolas, plus all steel carports and garages. At McGuire's Buildings, you'll never feel pressured. Just great quality and friendly service from the family that's been in the business longer than anyone in the area. Delivered or built on site. Purchase, finance, or rent to own. McGuire's Buildings in Phoenix City and Columbus, Georgia, on Veterans Parkway across from Bellwood Body Works. Or visit www.mcguiresbuildings.com.
What is community? Is it a neighborhood? The businesses and homes inside it? Maybe community isn't just a place. Maybe it's a state of mind that when we care together, cheer together, we're closer to what really counts. At Beam, we're finding new ways to bring us all closer. And you'll find us right out there with you, because community is always on our mind. Beam, bringing East Alabama more.
There's regular Wi-Fi, and there's new Magnify intelligent Wi-Fi from Beam. It learns which devices use more data and knows when to push more speed to the rooms you want, automatically. Just imagine, no more dead zones, no more battles over bandwidth. No doubt this is the way whole home Wi-Fi is meant to be. Intelligent. Magnify your internet with Beam.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor?
You might not own the apartment building, but the ride outside is yours. And the things inside, like your office, your library, your studio. You've worked really hard for all of it. And you want to be sure it's all protected with auto and renter's insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Call your State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Bi-City Towing is now under new ownership and new management. Now that we are family owned and operated, Bi-City Towing takes pride in our fast and friendly customer service and the availability we have to help and serve you. Breakdowns, collisions, flat tires. We know things happen on the road all the time. At Bi-City Towing, we understand. And with many years of experience, we are here for all your towing needs 24/7. Call Bi-City Towing at 334-732-1TOW.
Welcome to the field, the Glenwood Band. Fortdale cheer will go after the band. Give it up for the Glenwood Band. Under the direction of Skylar Maxley, great job. Song of the Swamp. Now welcome to the field, the Fortdale Cheerleaders. Ladies, your music is on. Give it up for the Fortdale Cheer Squad. All right, get out your 50-50 tickets. Time for our 50-50 drawing. $643. 643, and here's the magic number. 268 5499. 268 check your ticket. Thank you, JV Cheerleaders, for the 50 tickets, and congratulations.
Okay, it looks like we're getting ready for the second half. We thought we were going to have another little bit of time there, but I think they're ready to go. Glenwood's had 33-7. They had a great first half on offense, and had led by JT Banks, 107 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, and Dallas Crow with 111 yards passing and a touchdown. That's as solid as you could get. They're going to kick off to Fort Dale. As you remember, they deferred in the first half. Okay, Jonathan, take it away.
All right, Ron, here we go. Monroy is ready to kick the ball from the 40-yard line. He's done a fantastic job so far tonight, and that is no different as he kicks it down to the 10-yard line, and that is going to be running out of bounds right around the 20, maybe out of an extra yard or two. Looks like he's going to be marked down. He's got a couple extra yards where it would have been called for a touch, and it's going to be Fort Dale ball.
Looks like it's first and 10 at the 22. Had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're good now. It's first and 10, 22 after a mere 13-yard kickoff return by Fort Dale. Okay, Jonathan?
All right, and it looks like it is once again Ethan Alford ready to take the snap. And he just kind of pitches it up, and it gets tipped a little bit of a line, and it falls down incomplete. Glenwood's cornerback there looked like he was ready to swoop in and make an interception, but fell a little short there.
Well, that was actually, he looked like they were waiting on him to throw the ball so they could jump up and either grab it or knock it down, and it was not a very well set up pass play. I'm not sure who he was even throwing it to.
So now it's second and 10 from the 22-yard line. He's going to roll out of the pocket. He looks downfield trying to find someone to throw it to. He does release it, and he makes a completion down there to Sterling Arnold, the senior wide receiver for Fort Dale. That was a fantastic read and a fantastic ball placement as Arnold comes across the field in the middle of 3 defenders to make the leaping catch right around the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 25. That was a big play for them. Whereas he didn't look good on the first half play, he certainly looked good on that one. So it looked like Glenwood was going to have to be a little bit more work on these pass plays, but they have spread it out a little bit. Ooh, that looked like
Alford. He pushed off. And that should be defensive pass interference, but nothing is called. And that will be a 52-yard touchdown pass by Alford.
In the first minute of the third quarter, that was dead on it, but whether he was pushed off or not, it really doesn't matter. It wasn't called, and so they go 3 plays and 77 yards, and that's something you can't have.
And the extra point is good. And so now, after 53 seconds in the second half, the Gators are still ahead, but only by a score of 33-14 after a 52-yard touchdown pass by the Fort Dale Academy Eagles. We're going to take a quick break and be right back after this.
Excuse my expression. Shit.
Beam is delivering gig speed internet to 100% of our network. But should you get a gig? Well, if you want to download an album in a blink, video conference in 4K, make virtual reality more real, power all of your home smart devices at the same time, and still have bandwidth to stream everything without buffering, then yeah, you gotta get a gig. So call, click, or visit and get it. Because when you gotta get a gig, you gotta go with Beam. Bringing East Alabama more.
There's
hurt. That's a region score. I'll give you that one. Sure, because that's going to be 2 teams that Glenwood will be playing later this year.
And we are back. But it looks like
They called a timeout that was not, it looks like they may have had a penalty going against Glenwood, and instead they called a Glenwood timeout, which is fine. I'd like to mention that two opponents that Glenwood will be playing later in the year are battling tonight, Lee County and Monroe. They are region opponents for both of these teams, and right now Lee Scott is winning that game 17-0 against Monroe. So we're not just that close, but we did want to mention that as far as other region opponents and other region play. Okay, I don't know what was wrong. Might be they had too many men on the field or had someone that wasn't in the right position. It really doesn't matter. The main thing is they got that sorted out, and they're playing to be absolutely sure that maybe they don't have another one of those onside kicks.
Absolutely.
That might be the reason for the timeout. We don't know.
Glenwood definitely playing a little closer, and Fort Dale just goes ahead and kicks it away. Glenwood at the receiver drops it at the 5, picks it back up, and is tackled by the ankles, attempted to stay on his feet, but loses his balance as he loses his footing and gets out to the 32-yard line.
And that was Jackson Mile, the guy that had the touchdown return, but that's still a nice return from the 5, especially after that. So a 27-yard kickoff return is a nice way to get things started. Let's see if they can do something with that once they've done it.
If you're the Gators, you're hoping that after allowing that touchdown so quickly to the Fort Dale Eagles, you're looking for a little spark, and maybe that 27-yard return will keep the momentum going for an offense that really looked a little unstoppable in the first half.
It certainly did, and I'm sure that's what Coach Nelson is hoping, that they will be able to keep that up and
hand it off to Banks, and he gets swallowed up. Maybe got a yard.
I think maybe 2. He got 2. They put it at 34. Yeah, I think you're right. That was more of a fall forward. But obviously, Fort Dale knows after that long run, they don't want Banks to hurt them.
Absolutely. It's like they're ready to pass. Got 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Crow keeps it, finds a couple of nice gaps, and gets tackled after a pickup of about 10, maybe 11 yards. Nope, it's going to be 10 yards.
11. They put it down to 45. That's a first down, but that was definitely a quarterback draw. He never even looked to pass the ball, and he looked good.
That was a nice run. Crow really has been showing out all night.
Well, and you mentioned it when we were off the air that Crow looks good on running the ball. He does a good job of being able to run this offense. And if he can keep the running and the passing, that's a double threat that sometimes, and at this level, they're not able to stop.
And another timeout by the Gators. So with 9 minutes and 36 seconds left, the Glenwood, in the third quarter, the Glenwood Gators have already used 2 of their timeouts.
We'll be back in a moment.
There's regular Wi-Fi, and there's new Magnify intelligent Wi-Fi from Beam. It learns which devices use more data and knows when to push more speed to the rooms you want, automatically. Just imagine, no more dead zones, no more battles over bandwidth. No doubt this is the way whole home Wi-Fi is meant to be. Intelligent. Magnify your internet with Beam.
I might get you to text that number again, that touchdown. So you can get it, because it is 9:45 in there.
Glenwood hands off the ball, and Jackson Miles shakes a tackle. That was a nice run. around to the left side of the play. He's going to get about 7 yards on that. So it's going to be about 2nd and 3.
Second down and 4.
I think it's more, you're right, I think he got 7 and 2nd and 3, but Jackson looked good on that run, and he's an athlete, and that's what you want, somebody that can go positive yardage.
There's Banks for a first down. He shakes a tackle. He gets around to the sideline and gets tackled out of bounds. That was a nice pickup of yardage there.
Uh-oh, somebody is injured, so we've got a timeout for an injury for Dale. Would you send that text from me? Yeah. Let me give you the number.
Oh, I got it. What do I have?
334.
Oh, you're texting Justin Lee?
Yeah.
I love Justin.
398. 428. Okay. For Dale. T. Ethan offered 52 pass to Alan Alvarez. Alvarez kick. 11:07. Okay, we're back, and Glenwood's in a short and beautiful flag.
It's a completion, and that's a touchdown for the Glenwood Gators. That reception was by Griff Garner. Crow found his man, had the perfect placement, the perfect distance, and that is going to go all the way for a nice touchdown score by the Gators. A nice trade-off of touchdowns here to start the second half.
Looks like both teams are ready to put points on the board. Once again, they're doing that most unique. Does look like they are going to go ahead and try to kick the extra point. So
It does indeed.
I would let those guys come in the interior this time, and they didn't.
And the kick is good. So, with 8 minutes and 42 seconds left in the third quarter, the Glenwood Gators are up 40-14 over Fort Dale. We will be back after this.
You ready to send another text?
You might not own the apartment building, but the ride outside is yours. And the things inside, like your office, your library, your studio. You've worked really hard for all of it. Get it. It's why they're here.
Call your State Farm agent, Carol Perdue, in Phoenix City today.
Kick 8. 4. Go. All right, we are back. Montroy is ready to kick after another fantastic touchdown by the Glenwood Gators, and he swips it, and the Glenwood Gators fall on it. We'll see who comes out of the pile with it.
Man, that was mighty close to being recovered by Glenwood. They were bunches of folks diving on the ball. But number 24 for the Eagles, that's Joseph Elam, did his job and fell on the ball. So there was no return, but now is first down for Fort Dale at the 20. Let's say 27-yard line. I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to tell.
There's going to be a penalty there.
Not sure what happened, but there was a bunch of people all fell at the same time as holding it though against Fort Dale. Not the man that made the tackle, but the guy next to him was held by the Fort Dale tackle, trying to keep him out of it. So that's going to lose a solid 10 yards, and they'll now be first and 20.
After being backed up by that penalty, it's going to be first and 20 for Fort Dale. And the offense had a lot of momentum. Looked really good on that first drive, and now they're going backwards. He rolls around to the right side, and he is maybe getting back to the original line of scrimmage. There, and the march is right down after a 10-yard gain.
You're absolutely right. So it's now second and 10 at the 27.
All right. The ref stopped the play to adjust the ball. And now it's second and 10. Play clock has resumed.
I think the concern is that you don't want them to run outside like that and pick up chunks of yardage so they're able to get first down.
Absolutely. And Alford is going to get sacked for a huge loss of yardage.
And when it gets down to the 15.
That was a fantastic play by the Glenwood defense.
Yeah, it's down to the 16. He lost an 11. So it's third and 21. They're back where they were from the penalty.
So third and long.
What you don't want to have happen here is that you don't want one of those receivers to break free on a long game like they did that first.
Right.
But we'll see what happens. I'm sure Glenwood knows that, and they don't have to
lot it up. Are they marking that as caught?
They are not. It's hard to see that the Glenwood players on the sidelines had us blocked out, and we thought for a minute that they might have called the ball. But no,
That would have been quite the catch.
it certainly would. I agree with you with that, Jonathan. But it's fourth and 21. I believe we're going to see number 6 with one of his pooch kicks.
And a nice kick by number 6, Alford,
to the 45. But nice return.
Nice return as well. A lot of really great special teams work in this game.
38-yard line. For the first down Gators.
Well, they've only got 38 yards from Taylor, thanks to a very nice return by number 42, Camden White, the young man who recovered the push kickoff last week. Very alert, good quick running.
Glenwood came out of the half ready to go, and after giving up that initial touchdown to Fort Dale in the first minute of the half has looked fantastic, and now number 11 takes a snap at quarterback, and they still get a gain of 5 yards on the pass, but there is a flag on the play.
And the new quarterback is Levi Pender. He came up from the JV last year, and this is his first time on the football field in varsity play.
47-yard.
Somehow that wound up being a 9-yard penalty, but that's all right.
His first pass was almost a 5-yard completion, but we'll see what he can do on this one. And that was a nice pass for completion. Hitter's pass is complete. Is complete to Logan Henderson. Got a lot of new players out there. Now they're going to take a heat timeout for the refs. And so with 5 minutes and 47 seconds left here in the third quarter, it's Gators 40 to Fort Dale 14. We will see you right after this.
I didn't know he was going to do this.
If you're in the market for any backyard structure, shop McGuire's Buildings. For the guaranteed best portable buildings with the best warranty in the business. We also offer cabanas, greenhouses, and pergolas, plus all steel carports and garages. At McGuire's Buildings, you'll never feel pressured. Just great quality and friendly service from the family that's been in the business longer than anyone in the area. Delivered or built on site. Purchase, finance, or rent to own. McGuire's Buildings in Phoenix City and Columbus, Georgia. On Veterans Parkway across from Bellwood Body Works. Or visit www.mcguiresbuildings.com.
Right. And we are back. So Glenwood has put in their sophomore quarterback, Levi Pender, and they are now facing 2nd and 12 after an 8-yard completion from Pender. He fumbled, he jumped the ball a little bit, but he still makes a completion to number 82.
Number 82, Cal Lawrence.
That was Cal Lawrence who shook the original defender that was trying to make the tackle. It was a nice little move there to get a few more yards, but they're still facing 3rd down and 7 after a 5-yard completion. I think so. All right, so let's see what the sophomore quarterback can do for the Glenwood Gators. See if we can get the completion up, and there is a flag.
Not a good penalty.
Illegal motion, so that's going to move the ball back another 5 yards. So it's back to 3rd and 12.
Back to the 40. Seems like we've been on that yard marker 4.
Absolutely. Pender looks downfield, he flips it, and that is an interception. Recovered by Fort Dale. Definitely not something you were looking for as a Gators fan.
And then it was intercepted by the quarterback and defensive back, Ethan Alford. So he showed he could play a little defense too. That was not a good decision.
No, not at
to be
all.
honest. All right, so it's 1st and 10 at the 19, would you say?
I'd say that's about right. Looks like it's around 19. Alford takes the snap, he hands it off to number 13, who goes around for about 2 yards.
30 years in
Glenwood defense sure is not showing any signs of tiring out anytime soon, that's for sure.
Because of about 3, 2nd and 7.
They gave him an extra yard, so it's going to be about 6.
Yeah, or is it 6 or 7? 7, we'll go 7. I like your spot. He got a man in motion, and it looks like he's going to try to
Alford gets out of the pocket. Now he keeps it. He gets hit hard. Looks for a loss, maybe. Unless they're spotting it at the line of scrimmage.
He certainly didn't get any positive yards.
That's for sure.
I think he was working hard. Yeah, they backed it up on him, I think. So I think it's 3rd down and 7 from 21.
This Glenwood defense has been absolutely electric tonight.
They work on those long passes. I think they'll be just fine.
I agree. And now, Glenwood looking to hopefully get another big stop on 3rd down. He gets, the quarterback gets hit hard as he releases the ball, that is going to fall incomplete. So it's going to be a punting situation for Fort Dale unless they feel like this far back on the field they should go for it. I think it's going to be another pooch kick by the quarterback, who has been doing very well so far tonight on his special teams play as well.
Yeah, he's their, obviously their jack of all trades, and to give him credit, he's been hanging in there, and he's taken a few licks, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So he got hit hard.
He's a punter, and he's had an interception, and he's got a touchdown pass. That's a lot of work for one player.
And a nice kick again. It is going to roll out of bounds. All the way out at the, well, he's saying the 50 yard line.
Cameron White was up there, but he never had a chance to do anything. I think Glenwood got a favorable spot, let's just say it that way, because he only got credit for a 29-yard punt. And I really felt like, he had gotten it further down the...
Oh, I absolutely agree. It did look like it rolled out after another maybe 3 yards, but...
Okay, well, we got first and 10 at the 50. I think Pender's still under center, or at least he's... Nice handoff.
Oh, and a fumble. But it's recovered for a first down.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't play. 35 was running the ball. Carter Judah, and then that ball popped out of the air. And fortunately, Glenwood fell on it, so we'll give 35 the run for the first down.
I think we will, yeah.
Yeah, and it is, I guess, 11, so it's first and 10 on the 39.
Pender looks to pass, and 82 shakes the tackle and manages to get past the line of scrimmage for a gain of about 1 on the play.
Yeah, not much more than that, that's sure. Well, I give him 2. Sort of. It's more like 1.5. Yeah. Oh well, he didn't get a loss. Let's give the young man credit for that.
That was a nice shake to prevent the loss of yards, that is for sure.
Sorry, that was not going all the way. They knew 35 was going to get the ball from the get, and those linebackers. So he got to run back to the 40 for a loss of 3, so now it's 3rd and 11 at the 40. There's that 40 again.
There it is.
Oh well, that's fine.
We've got a minute 17 here left in the third, and the snap is way off the mark. Pender, that's a penalty. That was a face mask for sure against the quarterback who did take a sack, but that looks like it's going to be
There's multiple flags,
quite a bit.
There's one on the 50 and one on the 45, so let's see what that
Face mask on Fort Dale. And it looks like that's all she wrote. So, we'll see where they spot the ball. Should. At least give the Gators a spot.
So what happens is it's still 3rd down
and long.
But now it is 3rd down and about
here's the funny
22 yards.
Yeah, he actually lost 10 on the positive penalty. Of course, it could have been 15, but he got the 5-yard face mask. So instead of in the 45, they're at the 50, which is where they started this from.
A nice float pass by Pender, and that pass interference on Fort Dale.
My goodness, we got a bunch of penalty flags down there.
This has been a flag fest from start to finish. But it looks like Glenwood will benefit from a pass interference call.
I think on this you get yardage, but I think it's an automatic first down. I'm not sure. I guess not. It looks like they're only giving them a 15-yard penalty. So, 30 and 21 from the 50 now, with a penalty of 15 yards, it's 37. The penalty.
Glenwood has just been backing it up and moving it up, backing it up, moving it up.
Oh well, these things happen. Oh, he's offsides. The linebacker tried to cheat.
Offsides.
But they call offsides instead of pull the ball. So guess what?
And they move it back again.
They move it back.
So now it's 3rd and 12. These teams have done a lot of moving around for only about 30 seconds to roll off the clock.
That was a big sigh, folks. Because I will tell you, the game has somewhat deteriorated from where we were seeing it earlier. I mean, I know these young men are doing the best they can, working hard.
High speed by Bender.
So he got a 4th down, and he got 5 positive. Well, yeah, I guess 4th and 6. So he got 6 positive yards, but it's now 4th and 6 at the 34. So it's not really going to help a whole lot. So I don't know what they're going to do as far as.
Good question, but the 3rd quarter is now over. And so at the end of the 3rd quarter, it is Glenwood 40 to Fort Dale 14. Both teams have stalled out a little bit here towards the end of the 3rd quarter, but we'll see what they have in store for us at the beginning of the 4th after this.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor,
Bi-City Towing is now under new ownership and new management. Now that we are family owned and operated, Bi-City Towing takes pride in our fast and friendly customer service and the availability we have to help and serve you. Breakdowns, collisions, flat tires. We know things happen on the road all the time. At Bi-City Towing, we understand. And with many years of experience, we are here for all your towing needs 24/7. Call Bi-City Towing at 33473.
Beam is delivering gig speed internet to 100% of our network. But should you get a gig? Well, if you want to download an album in a blink, video conference in 4K, make virtual reality more real, power all of your home smart devices at the same time, and still have bandwidth to stream everything without buffering, then yeah, you gotta get a gig. So call, click, or visit and get it. Because when you gotta get a gig, you gotta go with Beam. Bringing East Alabama more.
All right, folks, we are back at the beginning of the 4th quarter. The score is still Glenwood 40 to Fort Dale 14. And now it's starting to look like the Glenwood Gators are going to go for it on 4th down, needing only about 3 yards.
Somehow that changed. I'm not sure what happened there, but they only got 4th and 4, and now it's 4th and 6.
It should be 4th and about 6, but it looks like when they flopped the field, they didn't move the marker the way they should have.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
There you go.
It's 4th and 6, or at the, and it looked like they had next to nothing.
It sure did.
And Marcus. Well, you know, Coach Nelson knows this is a golden opportunity to get these guys some time on the varsity football field. They've got a comfortable lead. But there's going to be a time when these guys are going to have to play. And if they don't do it against them, what's going to happen? You know?
Absolutely. So offsides against the defense.
You know, as few penalties as we had last week, we're really getting our share of penalties this week. So it's 4th and 2 at the 30, and now they definitely go for it.
And he's going to get the first down and then some. There's a flag on the play, and it looks like it will probably be holding.
Honestly,
holding on Glenwood.
Oh my goodness! It's going to take me some doing to try to calculate all the penalties in this game. All right.
This has been quite the drive by the Glenwood Gators, and now the punt unit is coming on.
But you know what? I can see that because you don't want to give them that far up the field.
Absolutely.
So it's at 36.
Oh, and the snap is bobbled. He gets it away in time. It's a nice lofty kick, and the Glenwood Gators will be able to down it right around the 5-yard line. Oh, it looks like about the 10.
Yeah, about the 10-yard line, but still, that's a nice deep punt.
Oh, they're marking it at the 8-yard line.
Yeah.
So a wonderful
anyway, 8 or 9 yard line. But the main thing is, like you say, he had a little bit of a problem with the snap, and he still got off a punt that was, down to keep him, really stuck.
What a play by the Glenwood punt unit. That's the second punt we've seen?
Second punt for him tonight. That's correct.
So now Fort Dale snap the ball, and they hand it off
to number 12.
Number 12.
Let me mention, we'll mention something real quick. There's no doubt that Glenwood has pulled a lot of their first line on offense. Fort Dale has not. They've still got Alford and Black and all those guys still in there, because for them, they're still trying to get things cranked. Even though there's only 10 minutes left to go in the game,
Fort Dale facing 2nd and 9.
They did switch out the quarterback just then. They got a new quarterback in. I don't know who this guy is.
Oh, and he's going to scramble. That was a nice change of direction, and he's going to go all the way around the end to get a first down. He got around 10 yards on the run, and it looks like he's going to bring it out to the 20, maybe the 21. No, they're marking it at the 20. That was a fantastic run there by the...
Now let me explain to you, we're not saying the name because he's not listed. So we don't know who 4 is, but number 4 is now quarterbacking. He came in for Alford, and he certainly made a nice run there. So it's first and 10. I'm sorry, at the 20, and
I dare say that Alford has
he's back in.
Has come back in.
Yeah. So the guy made one play, and that was it. But
no gain, 2nd and 10.
So we had some new people, but they put their regular quarterback back in there.
And now it's 2nd and 10 and a penalty.
No idea.
Offside.
Illegal procedure.
Or illegal procedure on the offense. So it's going to be 2nd and 15.
We do know they have a new running back, number 9, has come in, and that we do know is Cole Salter. He was the one that got stopped for the no gain, but whereas number 4 was in for one play, now it's back to Alford. So I guess they feel like that's have another stop.
Oh my goodness.
Because of a penalty.
Backing it up again to make it 2nd and 20. The Eagles are moving in the opposite direction.
Yes, indeed.
So now from the 10-yard line, it is 2nd and 20.
Yep.
For the Fort Dale Academy Eagles. Glenwood's defense itching.
At number 2
That was
is a good
nice
reception
for a first down. It looks like it was right at the line to gain, so that will be a 20-yard pass.
Pass complete to number 2.
Oh, he got one extra yard. 21-yard pass for Alford. That was a nice play to make up what was a long second down.
Yeah, that was Sterling Arnold who had gotten the pass earlier too. So he's certainly a quality receiver. He's the one that got the 25-yard.
That is a nice pass, but it was just overthrown. So it
Alford's looking like, where are you going? But I think there was a little bit of a mix-up on the pattern on that particular play.
With 8.5 minutes left, Fort Dale down by 26, facing 2nd and 10. They hand it off to number 12, who muscles his way down for, we'll see where they spot it, but it looks like he picked up the first down, and they are going to mark it right at the line to gain. That is 1st and 10.
Couple other Gators.
I wasn't sure who the running back was there. I thought it was 13. But whoever it was a first down.
Might have been Garrett Simmons.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line, right?
It is indeed. And that is another fantastic defensive stand there by the Glenwood Gators. Glenwood's defense playing fantastic prevent defense. Give them some small yardage, but not give up big plays, because they are just looking to eat up this clock and take this one home for not only their first win of the region, but their first win of the season here in front of their home crowd.
And 7 minutes to play, so we'll see what happens.
Nice pass by Alford. Wide receiver cuts back inside, and he's going to get about 6 yards on the play.
Pass is complete.
To number 2.
Number 2 again, Sterling Arnold.
Got 6 on that one.
17, Kenneth Boyd. The 3rd down and about 4.
Third down and 4 for the Fort Dale Academy Eagles. Alford lets it fly, and it was almost intercepted, but there is a flag on the play.
No. A flag?
A flag on the play.
Another one?
I shouldn't do that. I'm not 100% sure what the penalty was. Personal foul holding the face mask. So 6.
Fort Dale gets a few extra yards on that play.
Move the ball down to the 31-yard line.
Somehow, though, that was the bad one.
10 Eagles.
First and 10 at the 31 with a 15-yard penalty against Glenwood.
In the ball game.
Six minutes left on the clock.
That's the main thing they want to do, I think, is try to be sure that they don't give up a long play. I got to give them credit that they are having to do it in the fourth quarter against their number one offense. So that's
led by number 50.
They ran him out of bounds. As we get down under 6 minutes, we take another heat timeout, the final one of the game. So with 5 minutes and 56 seconds left in the game, the Glenwood Gators are still up 40-14. We will see you right after this.
Beam is delivering gig speed internet to 100% of our network.
There's regular Wi-Fi, and there's new Magnify intelligent Wi-Fi from Beam. It learns which devices use more data and knows when to push more speed to the rooms you want, automatically. Just imagine, no more dead zones, no more battles over bandwidth. No doubt this is the way whole home Wi-Fi is meant to be. Intelligent. Magnify your internet with Beam.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Perdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State.
We're back.
we counted them up.
Second and 10?
Yeah, we counted them up real quick to see where we were, and so far, unofficially, there have been 23 penalties called in this game. Most of those in the second half.
Alford lets it fly for a completion
to number 9.
Pass is complete to number 2.
That was Sterling Arnold.
Well, they say it was number 2, but it looked like number 9 to me. Maybe it was 2.
First down.
Wait, that was a nice first down completion.
He's a good receiver. Whatever, he has done a good job for them all night. So you have to give credit where credit is due, and he certainly deserves it because
absolutely.
I thought it was number 9 who caught the ball, but 2 is the man on this side.
And another nice gain, about
inside
4 yards. No, they might have given him 5 on an inside run.
Well, we'll go with 4. It was 13 that was the running back. That I do know.
Garrett Simmons has been doing well since they pulled Everett Black out of the game. Alford passes, and it's complete, and that's going to be a Fort Dale touchdown.
You know, that was sort of disappointing for Glenwood because that defensive back was waiting for the pass so he could cut in front of the receiver, and the receiver just accelerated and went right by him.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, it's a 15-yard touchdown with 4:18 to play, and number 1 has got another touchdown reception. They don't use him that often, but when they do, he gets in the end zone.
He absolutely does.
And look here, number 1's going to try the extra point. So, let's see what happens here. But I have to admit that Glenwood kind of pulled the plug on this game late in the third quarter with their second
the kick is good.
With their second team offense. So, you know, there's really they made them grind it out, and they did that. It's just that they need to work, I think, and I know that is one of the things that they will do is they've got to work on the defensive side of the ball or against the pass, because for sure Fort Dale is probably close to 200 yards passing in the game.
So with 4 minutes and 18 seconds left in the game, Glenwood's up 40-21 over the Fort Dale Eagles. Well, it's been a fantastic game tonight for the Glenwood Gators. From start to finish, they've been clicking on offense. Their defense has been solid. They've allowed less points tonight than they have
last week.
Than they did last week or the week before.
Oh, no, yeah, that's right, because Chile had 28 wins.
And the Gators now have scored more points tonight than they have in both of their other games combined, making this a very good sign for the Gator faithful, hoping to pick up some momentum heading into next week's game against Bessemer. The kick is good.
Down to the 10.
Down to the 10, and it looks like Milan is reversing. No, that's number 24, and he's going all the way across the field, and he's still running, and a block is picked up, and he's almost all the way, and he almost made it. He flipped the field. That was an 83-yard kick return for the Gators. It almost went into the end zone. They're moving it back about 2 yards, so that's going to be an 81-yard kick return. What a fantastic play by Joseph Elam. Number 24, the junior running back and linebacker.
No, it's 24 is for Fort Dale. 24 is Caleb Parker. Oh my goodness.
And they're calling a block in the back
here on the 25-yard line.
What would have been an 81-yard kick return has now been brought all the way back to the 25-yard line due to a block in the back against the Glenwood Gators. That is absolutely crushing. That was a fantastic run there by Glenwood.
So the ball's going back down to the about 16-yard line with the second team offense. No, actually that's Crow.
Bringing the first team offense back on.
Yeah, Crow's going back in the game. This deep in their own territory, I got to say I can understand that.
Absolutely.
So Banks and Crow are back in the game. And guess what?
Another flag on the play, and that's what, number 25?
26.
26.
And it looks like you can say an illegal substitution.
What? Well, Serena's career's over.
All right, everyone. Glenwood is now facing 1st and 15. They hand it off, and they muscle down to get back the yards they lost on that penalty.
Yes, they did. That was big boy. 70 made a nice block, and they just followed his block, and 6 got back up to the 16, so he got the 5 yards that they lost. So it's 2nd and 10 at the 16.
I dare say the Gators have been doing fantastic blocking on both sides of the ball and on special teams so far tonight.
Yeah, the only special teams breakdown was that onside kick. They just didn't react to that quick. But other than that, they've done a great job. Kickoff returns, kick coverage, all. But they have done the job there.
And they hand it off again, and Banks finds a big hole, and he is going to be tackled well past the first down marker.
JT Banks on the carry.
And it is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line.
Yeah, so a nice 18-yard carry. That'll add to his total. I think Coach Nelson kind of felt like they were going to, do the same thing that he did and put the second unit in, and Fort Dale didn't do that. So now they're got the first team unit in there after giving them some time, but with all the penalties that were called and all of the kind of the back and forth, it looked like we kept going back and forth from the 40. I think he's decided that he wants to go ahead, even score or no score, he just wants to burn this thing up.
We are dipping down to 2 minutes as there was another fantastic carry for another first down. And it looks like the Gators are about to chew this clock up.
That was Aaron
and run it all the way down.
On that run, number 3.
We're under 2 minutes now. The clock keeps rolling.
And they're watching it. Just let it roll.
About 25 seconds left on the play clock is going to get this down to about 1 minute and 21 seconds before they have to snap the ball.
I really truly think they're going to run the ball. I don't think they're going to be trying to throw long passes and all. They want to burn up the clock and win the game.
They hand off again. Another gap. They muscle it down to the 50-yard line. The clock keeps running, and that will take us to almost
1:10 left in the ball game.
a minute left.
Don't forget.
The play clock starts back up at 1:10 left in the ball game, and now they will bring on the personnel for victory formation, as the Gators are going to knee this clock out. What a fantastic game for the Glenwood Gators tonight, picking up a win in the region and their first win on the season. What does their schedule look like going ahead?
Next week they will be here at 8 o'clock against Bessemer Academy. Very strong, very big-time team. And then after that, they'll go on the road for a most exciting game. They will be playing Lee Scott, and that's always a big one. That game will be on the road in Auburn.
All right. Well, the clock is at 15 seconds, and Glenwood has won the game 40-21. This was a big night for offense and for defense, even for special teams. Very few flaws that you can find in the Glenwood Gators, except for the amount of penalties that were experienced on both sides of the field. But that is the nature of the game. Some of the big players tonight were Dallas Crow and JT Banks.
Exactly. JT Banks had 107 yards in the first half. And in the second half, he had another 41 yards, so he had another game of about 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. And even though he didn't have to throw that much, Dallas Crow did 145 yards and a touchdown. So you can't beat that kind of balance in your offense to get things going. And even though Fort Dale did get that touchdown at the end, they had a heck of a time getting it in. I haven't counted the plays, but it was about 13 plays to get that last touchdown they scored in the fourth quarter. So it wasn't like Glenwood, they were not easily giving it up. It was a great game for Glenwood. They needed this win. Let me say that again. They needed this win for the region victory, because the top 6 teams will be battling for those playoff spots. And like you said, absolutely. And next week they play a strong Bessemer Academy team that has won back-to-back championships. So thank you for being there, and we remember the CW will have the Glenwood Bessemer game next week on your TV. and good night.